Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZSR, where we have another OoTR Season 5 tournament match. We have Exodus versus DylanMeeble in Losers Bracket Round 3, and on commentary, we have Ginger, Sunny, and me. Take a minute, me too.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Lee. How's it going?
Not too bad. And we've got quite a race here between Exodus and DylanMeeble. With exceptionally good runs, although within the races that they've participated in during qualifiers, Exodus has beaten DylanMeeble in every single one of them.
Yeah, the other thing I was noticing is in terms of the last 10 races, like that form, only one top 10 is not great. Now, I don't know too many details about the whether that was all weeklies that he's only entered, really, and then obviously it's pretty hard to get into the top 10, but that's just one thing that I noticed, anyway. But yeah, the people they've beat are both pretty good, and the ones they've lost to are excellent. And like, what the hell's a narcotic are both top runners in the top 10 seeds, so no shame in losing to them.
Especially with what the hell's happened being both the Season 4 champion, the Season 2 runner-up, and the SGL 2021 champion, and I believe 2019 SGL champion. So,
and last year was a double winner as well, because he also won RSL. So basically anything that has been recently available to win, What the Hells has pretty much won it. So he is obviously the one of the form players in the world. So losing to him was absolutely no shame. But Alsuna and Checkraz are both really good. So I'm looking forward to this. I think I'd say Dylan is definitely an underdog, but
he's
anything
also been in SGL, even though he was in top 32 for SGL.
So a top level runner, clearly. Well, as is everyone in the in the top 64. And to get this far, you've had to beat some really good players. But one of them is going to have to leave the tournament after today, because this weekend is all about the losers brackets.
Indeed.
So, lots of loser bracket matches. So,
I mean, there's only like 3 winners brackets, and one of them's already appointed for like March, so it might be a while.
Yeah, a lot of the upper ones have kind of got their races out the way. Also have less races in general if you stay in the upper bracket, which makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, this weekend a lot of people are going to be disappointed, but we should get some incredible races, and fingers crossed that it all works out, and we don't get one where somebody just loses because they hard forget a location, because that always feels bad. We want to see a nice race, so.
Yep.
But I'm fully expecting that we will, because these two are great, so I'm really looking forward to this.
E versus D. It's a battle of the alphabets, as we start with the water medallion. So we're 1/3 of the way to burning CAC.
That's something. Wait, I don't think we've seen what song we've got yet, because although Exodus has marked that he's got Prelude on his tracker, so I imagine that he does, but we haven't actually seen it yet, so we won't see that until they go to the start screen.
Well, they both have Prelude marked.
Oh yeah, so does Dylan. So yeah, pretty safe to say we've got Prelude then.
That means we know for sure that if we get a song location that's hinted foolish, like Lon Lon Ranch or Ice Cavern, we know where Serenade is.
We're about 20 seconds from the start. As far as
it's also an adult start, so it's actually rather interesting.
Ah, okay. Adult start with Prelude. That's quite nice, because wherever you are, if you need to, you can get yourself to somewhere useful fairly quickly. Okay, well, we should be starting in a few seconds, so.
There we go.
And it's CAC.
That's a very convenient one, but they're both going to be skipping that bloopy.
Yep. Well, there's so many easy ways to get like rupees. That's not one they're going to bother with too much.
Speaking of which.
So two checks, 2 bloopies. Nice.
Yep.
And that's a heart container.
And a heart container.
Which I have seen some runners go and get if it's early. Just like, oh, it's a heart container, I'll take it. But
and Epona song. That's Already
Free
a
horse.
very fast horse.
Mm-hmm. Some Gerudo Fortress shenanigans, perhaps?
Indeed.
Rush GTG with nothing, as Alfalfa says. You never know.
Yep.
Nothing in Shield Grave Chest.
Except
Nice.
more stick.
Stick upgrade is pretty nice. If you're going to get that, then that's a good one to get.
Just Dylan triggering that Poe to help him push that grave faster. And another bloopy.
We're getting all the refillables today, but nothing interesting yet, apart from the horse.
Yep.
We are going to get double Dampe, so if you like Dampe Race...
Dearest.
definitely does not like Dampe Race.
Or Haiti
Because of-
Potato.
There's a lot of who don't like... Who don't like him, and that's entirely fair, because
Yeah.
if you get it really right, then like you can maybe save like 10 seconds, if that, versus someone who does it really badly. And chances are you're going to get hit by something just at random. Like,
Oh, Benji.
no matter how good
We
you are,
started
you're
with
going to get hit.
Prelude, and we got Epona on Storms.
Mhm.
But Exodus is getting a slightly faster Dampe race, and more bloopies!
Wow, and a piece of heart as we are getting all the good stuff early today. So yeah, Tyrus would not have been punished this race, that's clear. Because Dompe had
Indeed.
nothing.
Indeed. Oops, no items.
Yeah.
And the safe quit is actually slightly faster here.
It actually is, yeah, for once. the save quit saves maybe like 10 seconds, maybe 5. It's Demon Crusher bringing the puns early. Graveyard is pretty dead today so far.
We'll see what Man on the Roof has for us today. Another bloopy, maybe? No, a blue
It's blue.
shirt.
And
Go-
something Goron City was hook shot. Is that Maze? Hey, Kissinger, how's it going?
Thanks for the raid, Kissinger.
We got a free shirt, and
Yeah, it's
leftmost chest is a hook. All right, cool. It's actually useful information.
Looks like DylanMeeble is going to be heading straight back to the Temple of Time.
Yeah, we're going to get our first look at the medallions.
Shadow. Jabbo. Spirit. Fire.
Oh, there.
And DC. So our stones are Deku, water,
and forest.
Yep.
So they're all the really horrible... well, apart from Deku, forest and water are pretty horrible stone dungeons.
Yep.
And with a hinted hook shot, I mean, maybe that's a long shot, or leading towards it. We will see. Exodus is going to do the same thing. Presumably just checked top of DC, and is going to go back child as well. Get some of these child checks out the way, seeing as we've got absolutely nothing of any use. I mean, we've got a horse, but we can't really do anything with it, so... let's get some hints instead. Deku Tree to Bongo. OoTR Storms. 50
is a bomb bag at Graveyard to King Dodongo.
So we know Graveyard's got something else in it. On the way to Dongo. Ocarina of Time is Storms, and a 50 is a bomb bag. I mean, chances are we're not going to need that 50 bomb bag. And I'm not sure I would chase 50 skulls just for a bomb bag myself.
Well, considering that Graveyard is path to King Dodongo, it's very likely that Dompe has something for us.
Mm-hmm. Just not the racing part of it. Probably buried it. Or perhaps it could be in there.
Oh, Child Spawn is at Temple of Time. Kind of useless.
Wow, yeah. There's that useless prelude then. Fantastic. Interesting. Jabu Forest Medallion. Yeah, that's if there's an important song behind that, that could be a pain.
Child Save and Quit is pretty useless. Unless it's for chest minigame.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh no. EU aim. Try again.
Yep. Whew, at least he got enough for that.
Oh yeah. It always feels bad when you've just got enough for one go and you miss one shot, and it's like, I'm gonna have to come back and I'm gonna have to grind or orphan, and neither of those is a good option.
Indeed.
First look at Lon Lon Ranch. Which chicken is it? Is it that one? No, it
It's
was
a heart piece.
just a heart piece on shooting, so not worth it. When are we going to get some items? That's what I want to know. Where are the items hiding?
We have to go see Dampe, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Nope.
heart piece.
So the seed's not really giving us any clues at all about where it wants us to go. It's just hey, just keep doing Sphere Zero until you find something. Have fun.
We don't get to see what song is on Malon. And it's Sun's song. How convenient.
Okay, if we need those 50 skulls, that's good. All we need is a Way of a Hero bottle, and that bomb bag is looking suspicious.
It opens up a lot of other checks too.
Mm-hmm.
Like in
And
the
also,
graveyard.
in the graveyard was what I was thinking, yeah, the...
For both Dampe and Sun's Song Grave.
Yeah, it's another one of his songs that you want to get really early so that you can do like you could, if you're in Kakiri Forest sword check, you can just like skip out of it really fast. Same with the Goron City Maze. Various other
And another
things.
fucking bloopy.
Oh my god. So we're not going to see a value play because Dylan's going to check out the save quit and find out that it's Temple of Time. Probably be a bit annoyed.
Yep.
This is one of the worst starts I've seen. Like, we've got some nice songs,
It's a really dry start.
but that's it. There's nothing else.
It's basically the Reggie Gigas kind of start you don't want.
Mm-hmm. It's the start where you're constantly thinking, have I missed something? Because by the time you're 15 minutes in and still haven't found anything, you're like, what have I done? Am I being stupid? Have I missed somewhere really obvious? Because this can't be right.
Sun's Song Grave. I think you're thinking of Royal Tomb Grave, or what some other people call Composer's Grave.
Yeah, there's the one with the song, and then there's one that doesn't have the song.
The one with the
there's
redead
shield
that
one.
you basically play Sun's Song in order to get it. Ooh, and there's Choose on Richard!
Choose on Richard. Okay, good boy today. Hopefully it's not just a 5-pack, or even that could be useful. We can actually break some logic, maybe, and try and find some items that we're not supposed to have yet.
Yes, Richard is indeed a good boy. Though I'm sure that they will find more explosives in the graveyard.
Yeah, that looks like the most likeliest. If it isn't, then there's something interesting going on. But there should be some sort of explosive bomb bag in the graveyard somewhere, and that Sun Song means I would probably be rushing CAC pretty fast, which is what Dylan's about to do. And I think Exodus is going to be right behind.
It looks like Exodus is also going to be doing Richard the Dog.
Yeah, looks like remembered on his way out and thought, oh, hang on. I haven't got anything. I'd better check Richard. Still haven't seen how many chews we've got, but I don't think it'll be too
indeed
long.
the best boy snacks. You know what's up.
A shame about his owner, but you know, sometimes she pays out. And there's pop time, obviously. Good old pop time.
Pup time is best bought. Even a
Strength.
ooh, I think that might be it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe vanilla bomb bag.
Probably. Or it could be in Stone Forest. Then again, you do logically need strength for every other dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, strength 1 is pretty important. We're going to need strength 2
big
as well.
chest. A fairy bottle.
Bottle in a path location. That could be bad.
Destiny is just more 5 rupees.
I mean, it's probably the strength, but I mean, if that graveyard is for the path and it's for skulls, and it's a 50 bomb bag, yeah. So yeah, if it isn't sat in DC, it possibly is wanting us to do 50. So that's a concern. Yeah, we haven't got, as VXR's pointing out, we haven't actually got anything really that we can get them with. Nowhere near 50 in logic with what we've got. Another piece of heart. And another raid, Star, raiding with party 3.
Hey, Star!
How's it going, Star?
50 is a bomb bag, and so far the only thing we've got for progression that isn't a song is strength.
Strength in a bottle.
Yep.
So yeah, this seed's certainly warming up to be quite something. Nothing there.
It looks like Exodus is going straight to Kokiri Forest instead.
Interesting. I think I would probably chase that path hint, but you've got choose, so I guess you can get back there through Goron City. I guess you're just thinking, let's just do Kokiri Lost Woods. See if we can find anything.
Yeah, for some of those warp songs, it's like Bolero and Requiem. I think that's all about it, really.
And yeah, it's a 10-pack of juice.
Let's see what's on Hot Rodder. Another heart
piece
piece.
of heart.
It's
Hey,
either heart pieces or 5 rupees that we get that aren't any progression.
Averaging a heart piece every 3.5 minutes at the moment, Dylan. 4 and 14. So it could be a healthy seed at this rate. ZL at Saria's, I think, is probably the gamble. Before going to graveyards, because if you can find ZL, then you can obviously just...
That's a small chest. On Kokiri Sword, and it's another 5 rupees!
What is this seed? Is there nothing in Sphere 0? Like, what apart from that strength, what's going on? No big chests in Midos either. Wow.
Yep.
Gonna open them anyway because, you know, choose and heart containers, perhaps.
Just not finding a whole lot of couch cash. We're stealing Mido's savings once again.
Hey, there of a choose.
That's
Another 10-pack. Very nice. So,
that means we just have either one 5-pack, one 10-pack, or one 20-pack.
Who needs a bomb bag? Just keep finding chews.
DMT is foolish. That's a very good hint to get.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we know it means the Goron hint is pointless, but at least there's a lot of checks that aren't hinted that we can just avoid completely. Skullmask also dead. Yeah, good spot, EXL. So not Skullmask today.
In Song of Time on Zarya. Ooh.
Oh, there's that Bigoron dead hint. Colossus right hand is a small key.
Yep, which means long shot locked. And Barore's Wind on the
Nice.
Grub. Really good.
Yep, so long shot lock spirit, as you said. So we're definitely going to need that. Definitely going to need that long shot.
Yep.
Frog Stew is dead as well. I don't know if we've seen that already, but we don't need to worry about that today, which is nice considering our songs. Oh, Boomerang.
Ooh, that's bomb locked too.
Yep.
Or hammer locked, depending on where they can find it.
Okay. So I think there's got to be another bomb bag somewhere. Like I don't think that 50 has to be the first logical one. I mean, it could be, but
And just a recovery heart.
I think
They
Run is
won't be gambling for that Rang and for Jabu, but then again, Jabu is the Forest Medallion, so it locks 2 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, big chest right here. Let's see what it is. Slingshot!
I mean, if you're going to get a slingshot anyway, Lost Woods is the place for it.
He's gonna go right back down there to check.
Is it something useful? No! Nope. Of course it isn't. So yeah, I believe Alfalfa is the one who's rolled this seed, so...
Yes.
Looking pretty bad as it already. By bad, I mean good, obviously, but...
This is a pretty nasty seed so far. A pretty awful start.
Mm-hmm. And the 50 Skulls bomb bag as well is a pretty nasty, nasty bait to taunt them with. Because it might not even be bait, they might actually have to do it. But the choose...
The potential for AD as well, given Song of Storms.
Mm-hmm. I guess the good thing with getting the choose early, though, is that we might be able to find a bomb lock bomb bag and avoid 50 Skulls, which is probably what they're hoping for. Because if we could just find one of them, then it doesn't matter where the logic says we need to get the 50 Skulls first. But if we don't find one, then it's going to be a skull race. And neither of them have got... Well, they've got like 1 skull each or something, so... We're a long way from 50.
Rang is indeed out of logic.
Mm-hmm.
Given they need that either a hammer or a bomb bag, it's more likely the bomb bag. Yep, all the projectiles are out of logic.
Well,
Though I do like seeing bomb chews in logic, because then you get to see cute chew packs. You actually need the bomb chews to play bomb chew bowling, but you only ever get to see them in RSL.
Yeah, it's never going to be a standard setting, I doubt. But I like it. I like the little mini chew packs. They're very cute.
Yes. Let's see. At least they could go to the back. It's not really in logic quite yet, since they need a hook shot or a bomb bag.
And yeah, chat pointing out that Dylan didn't open any of it, or at least the chew chest in Midos, so is short 10 chews, which is probably going to feel bad, but
he's gonna have to play a bit more conservatively in Dodongo's Cavern, relying more on that strength.
Yeah, whereas Exodus can do a load of bomb checks and still have plenty for DC.
Yep. Nexodus is going to be picking up his rang fairly soon after killing these dogs. Not directly after, but once he enters back into the Lost Woods.
Yeah, don't imagine he'd check this and not check the very next bomb check. So yeah, he's going to be getting the boomerang as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, all of it, as obviously all of this is completely out of logic.
Redate Grotto time. Let's go. Ouch. And that's a small chest. We'll see if there's any chews in it. Nope.
Nope.
More heart pieces. Because those are more important.
The seed really wants us to have heart pieces and blue rupees.
Yep.
Dylan's got exactly 80 rupees, so he's going to go buy a shield.
Indeed. Are we getting a Valley Loop from Exodus? Or is he just grabbing these rupees? Yeah, Dylan's child 1 routing was much more efficient. But it looks like Exodus is
on his way to graveyard now, I imagine.
Yeah.
Finally.
Will we get a chickens play after this?
I doubt it.
Because I remember watching an earlier seed where everyone last location chickens.
If it is on chickens, then yeah, chances are if you go do chickens early and you get something, you probably will have an advantage.
But who knows? It might have another bloopy or heart piece.
In which case you've just wasted 2.5 minutes. I mean, you're not doing chickens right now, Pepperoni, but like the same principle applies. You can just play the song again and make it daytime whenever you want. So
Graveyard is still path to King Dodongo.
yeah.
Oh, he just missed it. There we go.
Good thing he got those 10 extra.
That's probably the bomb bag. Or Kokiri
sword. Okay.
Well,
AD anyone?
Deku Tree is path to Shadow to Bongo Bongo, so it could be just about anything, really. Exactly. What even is a seed?
But yeah, all we need is Ruto's letter, and we could basically do... And a bomb bag, and we could do anything in Logic as a child, almost.
Yep. With Requiem.
Yes.
And then Bolero for that one pesky skull. Another big chest, and it's the prescription for dead Big Goron.
Not gonna need that today. No foot warp. That's the same.
Well, he's gonna have to worry about his own eyes then, because he can't... Because that prescription will never be used.
Poor Big Goron.
He's gonna be blinded for the rest of the seed.
I mean, I guess it's his fault for not having anything useful.
It was his mistake! Let's see what else is in here. His finest work. Indeed. Another big chest in Dodongo's cavern. It's 2 of them.
Ooh.
Loaded.
Is this the bomb bag? It is!
That's so French vanilla. Oh my gosh.
It is the Frenchest of vanilla.
It's so French. It's so French that spy mates everywhere are just clamoring at it. Another bomb!
Oh no! What is this? Vanilla and Fudge Vanilla Bomb Bag.
All those.
I've never seen that. Wow, that's amazing.
2 bomb bags. Oh my god. And another big chest. Damn. What is this seed? What abomination have you rolled today?
I've legit never seen back-to-back bomb bags in DC. One of them vanilla. It's
We're just
amazing.
missing Rudo's letter now. Oh my god.
Well, there's Exodus getting prepared for the bug hunt by getting some bugs early.
Do we have a Path to Baronade hint again? I know we have one for Bongo and King Dodongo. Oh, we're still missing it. I can't wait to see Lost Woods Path to Baronade and it'd be like, yeah, no shit.
I wonder what it could be.
This one chest is the biggest disappointment in the entire dungeon.
Oh, yeah, picking up the bugs to sell them for cash.
The Valley Loop is starting to look tempting now. You got both a scale and a bomb bag.
Yeah, there's quite a few things you can do.
Selling fish for 100 rupees. Now I'm hungry for fish. Or just something meaty.
Yeah, just food.
And Exodus is going to be getting the same duff as Dylan. Dylan just absolutely slaying in the losers bracket.
Yeah, taking people out left, right, and centre.
But it's still way too early to call.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
DC is loaded as heck. But we've got the butter knife, so we could go into the tree now.
Well, yeah, Benji. Alfalfa and Chat, we're the ones who've really won.
Chat's always been the real winner.
It's like, no matter what, Chat will win. That's why I like Zuta.
Yes.
I enjoy playing it as well, but, like, it's nice to watch other people suffer sometimes.
Yeah. RSL is truly the most fun way to play this, because it's like, now you gotta play a bit more unpredictably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the logic's not necessarily quite as simple when you throw in crazy rules that you don't even know about until you've discovered them. That's what I like about RSL, it's the trying to work out what crazy...
Ooh, Valley is
foolish! That's a...
Well, we could just go straight to Lake Hylia then.
Yeah.
Forget the Valley. It's only useful for one hint stone.
Yeah, we're probably not going to see
You don't
that.
need to worry about the Valley Loop. We could still do it.
Link Vigoran trolling Dylan here, but hopefully he'll get him second time. That looks a bit better for timing.
Yeah, you got him.
And Exodus about to find the marvellous double bomb bag.
Yeah. Well, at this rate, I won't have to worry about explosives. Is probably what they're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Or, of course, because strength.
Gonna get our first look at DMC. That's a bloopy. There's nothing on the volcano today.
Of course it's a bloopy. It's always a bloopy.
And that's just a piece of heart, so that's pretty rubbish. But at least a lot of the things that we have got is in logic now, like the boomerangs in logic, slingshots in logic.
That's all we
Everything's in
have.
logic. But that is literally it at the moment, yeah. Lots of child items.
The only thing that we could get... Oh, Lost Woods Path the Baronade? No!
No! Wow. Oh
wow,
my God, I was
we would have
shocked.
never figured that one out.
Wow.
And I made that call earlier. Oh my God, It's like the coin flip. You're either right or you're wrong. In this case, I'm right. And you just feel bad for being right.
40 is a bottle. I don't know if we've seen 40, but we're not going to be going and getting that.
A slingshot that leads us to Rue's letter, so, like, no. Because if it's a child spirit, we could just do it with the boomerang, too.
Mm-hmm.
Checkmate, atheists.
30's dead. So
Oh.
just 50 is the interesting one today with the bomb bag.
Well, we already got the other
And we've
two.
got a bomb bag. So
Two of them!
So, yep. We ain't doing skulls today. At least up to 20 anyway.
Dins could be on Queen Gelma. But given that we still don't have magic, it won't be able to do much. Like, Deku Tree to Bongo Bongo could just be about anything.
Mm.
Either it's AD
so much.
or just... It could even just be as simple as the hook shot. Speaking of out of logic, we'll be seeing what's on Minuet soon. DylanMeeble is going to be disappointed in this one.
Yep.
Although having another heart is very convenient.
Not gonna get it though. But yeah, it turns out avoiding those 10 shoes probably didn't cost Dylan too much time after all. I mean, I think you'd still rather have like 10 extra chews, but
Just barely got
wow,
nicked by that Moblin.
that
feels
was
relieving.
so close. That's literally like frames of difference. You get hit by him, you lose so much time.
Let's see what's on here. It is... Requiem.
Okay, so who said child spirit? We could go do
That
that.
would be me. Again.
Gonna get the song check first and see what's on the archway.
Out of logic spirit, indeed. Treasure chest!
Treasure
hook
chest!
shots! Both of our hook shots are sometimes hits, so... Oh my god! One's magic locked and the other's hammer or strength 2 locked. Minuet on...
And we know we
Requiem.
need both. And there's Minuet. Brilliant.
Oh, ha 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 ha!
Wow. At least we know. I mean, that's something. But knowledge isn't necessarily...
Yeah, Saria is logical forest access. Unless we could do desert crossing. But lens of truth must be somewhere. It locks one of our hook shots. We know where both of our hook shots are. That is quite disgusting.
This is such a weird seed.
But yeah, both of our hook shots are hinted. One of them is on the GC left maze, so you need a hammer or strength 2. And the other one is on the treasure chest game, so you need Lens of Truth and Magic.
Or a lot of cash to 1 in 32.
Yep. And the closest we have to a hook shot right now is Strength. There's no choice but to go back Child for this case.
Mm-hmm.
Deku Shield on first prize. We'll see the second one fairly soon. Light arrows!
Okay, yeah, we got to get those. So many seeds I've seen recently have had light arrows on the way. There's not seen a light arrow cutscene for ages. Oh, not the light arrow cutscene, the Ganon cutscene where he tells you.
So Strength basically locked everything in the seed except for one bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was locked by Sun Song. Oh my god. It is just nasty. Ganondorf foiled by Bombchu Bowling.
If only Link didn't have such a gambling habit, then Hyrule would never have been saved.
Nine tokens for Exodus.
Definitely making better time on the tokens. Presumably hasn't seen all the hints yet, but it's always a good idea to try and get 20 as you go anyway.
Yep. Looks like Exodus will also be picking up Requiem and Minuet and getting that hint.
Yep.
Now be able to know that his hook shots are both on sometimes hints.
Lens and Deku, could be. Still need to get that magic as well somewhere. Anytime I've seen someone 1 in 32ing, it's usually a desperation play, and only once has it ever worked out.
Yeah. We'll be getting a Deku Tree play right now. It is oddly fairly linear at the moment, our path.
Yeah, it was really dead for the first 20 minutes, but now we're starting to get some fairly obvious pointers to places. So we found some sort of chain of logic, and we're going to try and follow it as far as we can.
You getting these hints off of the 2 stones here. DMT is still foolish. Still missing a potential dungeon foolish hint.
This seed, the hints are really important for a change. Like, knowing both those hookshot locations, you're going to want to find that information. That's really important information. ZL is on Burning Cack.
Oh my god!
Wait.
That means that there's no... that means that the scale is going to be very important for Jabu, and Spirit is going to have none of the keys on those ZL lock checks. Well...
I mean, that's a lot of information. It's quite good, but... Spirit locking ZL and Jabu locking ZL. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, tell me about it, Snacks. The seed.
Yeah, ZL locked behind Magic, Lens, and Strength 2. Which, maybe that's what we'll find in Deku. We'll get our Strength 2. Yeah, lots of items before we get anywhere near ZL.
Nothing in the slingshot room, sadly, so it's probably up in Compass, basement, or on Goma herself. Off to a slow start, but it's been accelerating, like almost like we're flooring the pedal.
It's like a truck or a train. It takes a while to get going, but when it does, it really starts racing.
It's very unlikely that Mirror Shield isn't well.
Yeah, that would be a really nasty hard idea.
It is possible, but it's not likely. Exactly. So by compass or map chest.
Speaking of compass.
Yep. There's Rudo's letter!
Wow.
At the bongo bongo, which means...
Yeah, it's got to point us towards the ZL behind Burning Cack eventually. Oh, there's another chest as well.
Yep. And it is... the bow.
Oh. Useful. Now we're getting all the useful items. It's just took a while.
Dylan's only at 2 skulls.
Yeah, he is way behind on skulls because Exodus is closer to 10, I think. 7, I think, was the last time I saw. So.
That's a small chest in the basement. Yeah, Force is still off logic. We need, like, another strength. But it's pretty clear where DylanMeeble will be heading next.
Not back adult, for sure.
He's still Japo. And he'll probably just use the chicken instead of diving through Lake Hylia.
Yeah, if Valley's dead, then that's probably... You can get... River's usually a pretty powerful play anyway, because you get 3 hints and a few checks that are quite fast, so...
Yep.
I really don't mind going up River, usually.
No, the frogs will have to stay dry for a bit.
Yeah, if there's anything on Frogs in the Rain, they ain't getting rained on for a while. Oops. There we go. Took the time, realised he'd got the stun a little bit wrong, and instead of just panicking, stunned again and redid it. That was calm thinking. Nobody wants to sit through the Goma cycle where she climbs up on the ceiling. That's just horrible.
It is. And it was just for Rudo's letter and the bow.
Yep. Rush Jabu coming up, I think.
It has to be a Jabu play.
I mean, there's nowhere else really, is there? Like...
Yeah, Sarias could easily be in Crater. That's for sure. Most of the runners in the tournament aren't going to risk a 1 in 32. Though
No.
there are a few exceptions like Cariosa.
Yeah, they might give it like 1 or 2 goes. But there was a Challenge Cup group match, I think, and it ended up with one player trying to 1 in 32 right at the end. And they only had about 10 minutes to get it right, and they never did, so they lost. But it's not a good idea. You're really out of ideas if you're having to brute force 1 in 32.
Yep.
Is that more trees on the river? I think it is. So all the bomb chews available early, it seems. Dylan might actually grab that on his way back up.
Not likely.
I mean, it got the bomb bag and still has a few chews, but I might be tempted to. Takes like 10 seconds or something.
Yeah, but there's always a possibility you might just lose the chicken.
I mean, that is the risk, yeah, and have seen it happen. Top runners as well as sort of more normal runners. It happens to everyone sometimes. The chickens can really troll.
Exodus is on 10 skulls. It looks like DylanMeeble is preparing to get some beans. He knows that the arch on Colossus is dead, as well as
he also knows that
Pardis.
Pardis, so that only really leaves the crater, which we know is nothing.
No, I think it's mostly just for, like, Hylia.
Yeah, with the hook shots where they are, that's right. It's going to be for Lake Hylia.
I think, Spirit Temple Path to Valvagia. Ooh.
And there's magic.
Damn, that's a really good place for that, too. That's also, like, a Sphere Zero check for adult. Yeah, it has to be a hammer. Either that, or a tunic, or a wallet.
Tunic logic would be fun if it was just for the Goron tunic.
And now we're just one item away from getting any of the hook shots. Lens of Truth, or Strength. Just saying. Yeah, it also could be hovers for Fire Key logic. Well, it is quite a possibility. It is a possibility that Fire is ZL locked.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Hammer is ZL locked. Ooh, poor Dylan.
Feels bad.
He's gonna sacrifice the chicken today.
I guess you go lake now and then go that way, but no, he's just going to go back down and get another chicken. Okay.
It's faster that way.
Probably, but at that point I'd be like, just get lake out of the way and go that way.
I'm
But,
sure the chicken is fine. He's just flew his way up.
Yeah. Yeah, they never drown, they just get a bit wet and fly in the air and disappear, which is frustrating.
Man, those feathers are waterproof. Maybe that's where a lot of our phone technology is from, are like chicken feathers.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, Toffee has the right idea. The chicken just going for a swim. Even though it looks like it's distressed, it's really just putting on an act for us.
Just wants to make us feel bad. But it's
The ones in Twilight Princess do swim, though.
Oh, that's true, yeah. All that extra power on the Wii.
And GameCube.
And GameCube. I only played the Wii version, even though I had a GameCube.
GameCube version's not as buggy, I think. But it still had plenty of noticeable bugs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the randomizer is being played on.
Yeah, I mean, randomizers take advantage of all the terrible programming decisions that were made.
Yes. Half chicken, half duck. All bird.
2 beams for Exodus as well.
Yep. There's that second hint for treasure chest game. Exodus will also be picking up magic momentarily.
I really want some Kakariko fried cuckoo now, TARDIS.
That does sound delicious.
Yeah, after the race, we'll all go down to Kakariko fried cuckoo. Why not? Sounds good.
Well,
Do you think we
hopefully
can get a
they've
group
improved their
discount?
breading.
Do you think if all 400 of us turn up, they'll give us a group discount? Do you think they've got enough cuckoos for all of us?
The Zooter discounts. And
To
on
be
the house for Kuiper. Because he loves chicken so much.
Of course. But yeah, as Pepperoni's saying, as soon as KFC opens in Hyrule, all the cuckoos will just murder Captain Sanders, or Colonel Sanders.
Yep.
Like, how dare you turn us into food?
Well, they'll put an emphasis on Colonel Sanders. Because that's what he'll be. Heart piece and on the rudest letter check.
Oh, hey, more bomb cheese.
How convenient!
And yeah, this is our first actual bit of divergence. Exeter's taking slightly longer to get to Jabu by clearing up Lake first.
Yep.
Although I'm sure they'll just swap round. Because you don't want to avoid any of Lake. But it's just, I guess, just the personal decisions, like which one do you fancy more? I would have done Lake first, I think. But
I think Dylan's going to be a little more efficient in that, because then he could just warp out once he's done Lake and Southern Hyrule checks.
that's true, yeah, whereas Dylan's going to have to swim under and go all the way through Domain and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alfalfa with a good point as well. If you haven't got Serenade, like, how often do you get down here?
Hitties!
Double Ds. Totally worth it.
And yes, I have my ocarina with me. It even has the Triforce on it. I stole it from Link. He
Oh my
clearly
God.
didn't need it. I mean, all he needs is a potato.
Exactly. He doesn't need the real one. Like, we just give him the normal one and keep the blue one. That makes sense.
And he's setting up the bean! It's just that I could also see Dylan's play for doing it after being more reasonable, because he could just warp out as soon as he's done Jabu.
Yeah, knows there's nothing in Domain, and so you can just go straight there. Doesn't really make too much difference, I don't think, either way. It still comes down to like how fast you execute in Jabu as to whether you'll make any time back or not.
Yep. I like how the notes in like both N64 games have like the A and the C up buttons has like an entire octave difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. They really put a lot of thought into the how to make so many different songs with like 5 notes or whatever it is, 6 notes, and still sound really good.
Indeed. Oh, which one is it? I need to see that.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think
really
I might
good,
have seen
actually.
it. I might have seen it because I've seen like all sorts of ones for different ones. But of all the songs that they've I think the easiest one to replicate would be Epona's song. Because it's basically just 3 notes, at least when you play them on Ocarina.
Mm.
Oh, and a silver gold scale.
Gold scale from Jabu. Okay.
That's another check for DylanMeeble to get out of the way in Lake Hylia.
Mm-hmm. Yep, coming Jabu first.
Indeed, scale lock scale.
Yeah, so far it's just these small little routing choices, but it seem to, as you're saying, Dylan's sort of been a little bit more efficient and sort of made the right choices, because now can go, as you said, go do more in River, Lake. And there's Link Snacks, nice. I'll save that. Yeah, and Pepperoni, a good point. Yeah, you can do it as an adult, but I still would have done Lake first, I think. But I can't hate either. GTG to Twin Rover. Okay. So we're definitely going to need to visit GTG. That's why that horse was so early, then. And yeah, it could just be anything at this point. Strength. Dins, maybe, depending on logic.
And GTG is pretty much available early on. It's still missing, like, the hook shots.
Yeah, so some checks would be out of logic. Quite a lot out of logic. But are doable.
But yeah, we definitely need both hooks because that key is long shot locked. I wouldn't be surprised if hover boots were there as well.
Dylan deciding to go for the safer strat of just bring the platform down.
And bring in the box.
Yep. I mean, I don't hate it. It makes sense because if you don't get this first time, then you would just end up losing time. So it is a nice time save if you get it right, but the timing is a little bit tricky. So if you're not 100% confident in it, it makes total sense just to do the box route.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the third and final child boss. We've fought all of them so far. Almost in order.
The only one we're missing is Dead Hand.
Mm-hmm. And we ain't seeing him for a while. Yeah, same alfalfa. That's basically. I thought I was quite good at it because I got it a few times and then like actually tried it and I just could not get it and then just like, do you know what? Just feels bad. Because if you make that decision, you're stuck with it. Like you can't just like go back and bring the. Well, you can, but you have to go all the way through Jabu. So you're just stuck doing it again and again and again until you finally get it. It's pretty risky.
Yeah, and even Master Quest Jabu has that sort of thing going on, but it's not like at the very end.
Oof, Master Quest.
Well, you get to shoot cows with Deku seeds.
I mean, Master Quest Jabu is a trip. Like, the cows inside Jabu make me laugh every time.
And
But
it's
yeah, apart
clear
from
that
this
the whale is leaking himself. Oh, this is a child spirit play.
Good choice. Gonna definitely chasing that CL on Burning Cat. And Jabu just had a gold scale, which might not be that useful. Yeah, no Lake Hylia at all, just going straight to Spirit.
Indeed. Yeah, that is a possibility that Prelude can be on, can have Saria Song.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not that will be the case remains to be seen.
Dylan having a little bit of trouble in this room, but gets through it.
Indeed.
Nothing there.
Ooh, a big chest right there. It doesn't look like it's a key. It's a little, but it's hard. Oh my god! That Stalfos, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he just fell right off.
That's so funny.
But there's no keys on child side.
Nope.
But there is something in Spirit Temple on child side. Now we'll get to see it. It is... Hover boots!
That's pretty big.
Very big indeed.
Yeah, that's great. A song in logic, as Alfalfa says. And that should be our hook shot. Sorry.
It's... Nope. Prelude has Serenade.
Ooh. Oh, that's pretty nasty.
That looks like it's a Bolero check now. But now we know that Saria's song locks, yeah, Saria's song locks the hover boots. Which means that Lens of Truth or Strength 2 are most likely in GTG.
Mm-hmm.
But it could also be its other Hyrule because we haven't checked that yet.
Nope.
It looks like DylanMeeble's gonna get that hook shot out of Logic.
Absolutely. You know where it is and you know you can get it. Screw logic, go get the hook shot. Just remember that it's out of logic, obviously, and then you're fine.
Yep. And first try.
Very nice. Very nice.
And Sunsong helping him get out of there very quickly. Perhaps people should be rushing GTG. Because it's probably on... there's a couple places that are actually open. Like like the front lobby, Stalfos, the back of Maze,
Mm-hmm.
and Beamos. And there's Saria's gone.
Yep.
Alfalfa calling it.
And looks like we're going to get a little fire dip here as well.
Yep.
Is it going to get there in time?
Hookshot does indeed lock Saria's, which locks our hover boots.
Yeah, Saria's basically locks a lot of stuff this seed. At least logically.
No, it's still Strength 1 that locks everything so far, except the model. Which means... one of them should head to GTG fairly soon.
Just another bow. So
Yeah,
we'll
all of them are definitely behind ZL.
Exodus following pretty consistently behind Dylan here. Oh, he must have already got the song and forgot. Oops. Happens to us all. Dylan going to finish up the adult checks in Lake Hyrule. Oh, you're right, yeah, he didn't do Scarecrow. That's correct. So yeah, this is the only thing he can do here. Which again will probably be another reason why I might have done Lake before Jabu, or at least gone to Lake after Jabu.
Yep.
But we're going to get some South Hyrule, possibly into GTG, I imagine, from now, from Dylan. And Exodus going to be right on his heels, because it's kind of linear right now still. Not going to see too much variation with this seed so far.
Yeah.
For a while.
It seems fairly linear.
It was bad to begin, but at least we're sort of starting to get like clues and ideas of where things are finally, so not running out of places to go check yet. I mean, we'll still be in the inevitable casino for something at some point, but it's looking alright at the moment. Strength on Dancing Dad. Strength on Darunia. Amazing.
That was hinted. Oof.
Yep. Hinted in the open grotto of Hyrule.
Well, damn!
Strength 3.
That's logical strength 3.
What is this seed? Like, these hints are actually really friendly, though. Like, at least they're telling us all this terrible stuff, rather than us just having to guess it and last location it.
Yep. But will we need strength 3 is the question. Certainly not for light arrows.
Nope. So we've had a vanilla strength, a vanilla bomb bag. Yeah, Star, that's basically what's happened. The first 30 minutes were dry as hell, and then since then it's just been, oh, here's some items, here's some hints, go here. Which is nice. Yeah, strength on Jarunia. That's sus strength 3. Logically. Which is pretty funny. Yeah, it is fun. Exodus going to do the exact same thing and get their long shot out of luck.
Indeed.
I think that was my favourite bit, Kinra, yeah. Bomb flower chest and bomb bag chest both had bomb bags.
Yep.
Vanilla and the Frenchest of vanilla, one after another.
It's a very vanilla seed.
It's a nice way to know that you don't need to go for 50 skulls, though, at least. Nice and early.
And a vanilla strength, too.
Yeah, this seed is quite something. Alfalfa's cooked up some special spaghetti for us today.
It looks like Exodus is also going to dip fire.
Fire arrows on Big Pose. Okay.
Indeed. I wonder if Alfalfa got some of his drugs off of Cubs.
Cubs isn't on drugs anymore. Alfalfa took them all.
No, they're sharing, because sharing is caring.
Passing about the heavy stuff to create terrible seeds like this.
Yes.
As the 80s used to tell us, winners don't do drugs. Public service announcement. But I never wanted to be a winner, so I didn't really care.
Winner heart piece.
Winner heart piece, exactly. You don't get a winner heart piece if you... It's as simple as that.
Time for a GTG play.
Yeah.
The other hook shot requires like Lens of Truth and Magic, so we're still missing that. It could still be AD.
I mean, yeah, we have got Storms on AD, and that's one of the worst ones, because unlike Nocturne or something where you know it's hard AD, this one's like, is it though? Do I really want to chase AD? And then if I do chase AD and it's Storms, what do I do first? Do I do Well? Do I do Grottos?
But we do know that our hammer is most likely in Spirit. Or it could be Goron Tunic or Wallet, which would... No, we already have a Wallet. Never mind. But we do have Hover Boots, so it's also a path for that.
Mm-hmm. We don't know Frogs in the Rain, 1 to 2 IQ plays, but we do know Frogs 2, and that's dead.
Indeed. There's no Frogs 1 hint.
Yeah,
but
we've
there's a
definitely
Frogs
seen
2 hint and is dead.
I think we've seen 2 even. I don't remember
And
where
Storms
they were.
is on OT.
Yep.
And if that's the case, it's most likely in Kokiri Forest or Bottom of the Well. It'd probably just be like a gamble for Din's Fire.
Frogs 1 for Dins. I mean, yeah, that would be quite nasty, but wouldn't surprise me. All the other sometimes hints have been really useful, so hopefully we'll get a Frogs 1 hint as well. But
No.
maybe that's expecting too much.
We already got all our sometimes hints.
We've had all our sometimes, so we're not going to get it then.
We're just missing a foolish hint and a path hint. One of them to King Dodongo, one to Bongo, one to Baronade, which we already got, and Spirit Temple.
Oh, Dylan going for the tricky target first time. And easy. Look at
Oh,
that.
right,
18-20 on one target. Dylan.
We also got the... No, we're just missing a foolish hint. Because we also have the GTG to...
oh yeah, we got the
Tunroha.
GTG, so just one foolish left out there. That was really nice from Dylan on the HBA.
Indeed.
So Monk, there's 5 path hints and 3 foolish hints. And there's 2 copies of each, so... And yeah, only 1 dungeon, as a maximum, can be hinted foolish. Big chest already. And there's a sprint too.
There it is. That's that puts that hook shot into logic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly just like what else can we do now? Because now we have everything in logic again. Indeed, it's basically just been a chain for almost everything so far.
Yep, nothing in Lake at all. All these Lake checks have been a bit of a waste of time today.
Aside from that wallet for logical fire tunic.
Mm-hmm. Oh look, more shoes. What a surprise. Get our first peek at the maze now as well. Small, small. Well, there's X just finding out that the strength 3 is on Darunia. Yeah, I was thinking about 2 Alfalfa. I was thinking, what if he finds the lens in adult fishing? Well, that would be quite interesting.
And there's another bottle. So we have bottle percent and bomb bag percent fully cleared. Yep. All we really need is to find those Lens of Truth to put AD into logic.
Mm-hmm, because we'll get our long shot.
Still missing Iron Boost, though.
Yeah, the iron's pretty important. I mean, might not be needed necessarily, but like logically.
Yeah.
You want them before you go into water if you can help it. But yeah, really the only difference right now is the extra 4 or 5 minutes that Exodus spent on Child, as Alfalfa pointed out a bit earlier. Like, not quite as efficient, and so. But since then, it's been basically the same. Not losing any ground. Still only a few minutes behind.
Yep. That's true. Dylan did lose a bit of time in Domain. Well, actually, in River.
Lost his shield now as well. Oh yeah, of course, because he had to go back down the river with the chicken, which was 30 seconds or so.
Mm-hmm. There's a big chest in here. A small key. So yeah, I think this is the only thing of value in here. And is Lens of Truth! There we go!
AD and logic, folks. Let's go.
aside from one thing.
Aside from irons, we're basically AD at this point.
We can't do toilet without iron boots yet, though.
That's true, yeah. So we can't fully clear it.
Lens and strength 2 right there. So those are both waths to get both of your hook shots that are on sometimes hints to get that one key in spirit.
That's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, it truly is.
Exodus taking the safer strategy with HBA.
Yeah, Dylan hasn't been collecting all of his keys. But center chest is definitely dead, without a doubt. When we get iron boots, then we'll be able to check that. But we could still count whether it's an item or a key. But we're not going to get that today from DylanMeeble unless he dips it again.
Yeah, it's unlikely. I think if we come back to GCG, then it's going to be pretty last location. Unless we find, like, irons really fast, then it might be worth doing. Presumably coming this way to do the wasteland check on the way.
Yep, he does have fire arrows.
Doesn't quite have 200 rupees, so can't buy himself any shoes, but that's not really an issue this.
Of course not.
No 1 to 2 IQ, they can't be in the toilet because you'd be impossible to get them, because you need them to get them, if that makes sense. So there's only one copy. So here it is. Is it Din's in Wasteland? That would be hilarious.
Nope.
Nope.
Too small.
Wow, 4 Sculptures is quite a long way behind if there's something on.
Well, I mean, if it's in no logic, then yeah, items can be just about anywhere. But in standard settings, we do have glitchless logic.
Yeah, means every seed can be beaten. There's no way you can't beat the seed. I mean, it might take you a while to beat it, and you might not understand what you need to do, but you should never actually get stuck if you're playing with logic.
Yep. Well, even in glitched logic, it's set to beatable as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can imagine, yes. So many people. I can't beat the game. It's broken. And it's like, look at the spoiler log and you're like, no, it's totally fine. Exactly. But by this point, I was saying this before the other day, by this point, the logic is basically bulletproof in this. So, like, we've got a really good idea of how logic works in this game, and the randomizer by now. So, triple factor, best quote I've seen all day.
Yes.
I made my logic foolproof, too bad I didn't make it moron-proof.
Well, technically, morons are fools, in a way.
Mm.
But I just mean to say... Very true.
I mean, yeah, pepperoni. Like, any seed can be beaten in like 3 minutes or something if we use SRM. It doesn't matter what the random. You can avoid all of it.
Hammer! There it is! It's in spirit!
Yep. Hammer and lens.
We are missing one item, though, for completing Spirit Temple.
Yeah, that Dins is pretty important, wherever it is. Maybe it's in fire. The way this season's been going, it's kind of turned
Mirror
quite
shield.
weird, so...
We're missing Mirror Shield. And it's very likely that it could also be on... Lax.
Oh, yeah, true.
Indeed, that like, you just can't stop it.
Like's actually doing its job properly today. I'm not surprised, Star. I've worked in that industry before, and people do ask a lot of stupid questions.
Spicy beef taco meat. Vegetarian.
I mean, I don't, like,
no.
I just would just like, if somebody said that to me, I'd probably just like stare at them like they were just like an idiot. Well, I was trying to think, did they say that? Did I hear that?
Like, when they say something is going to be, like, vegan-based, they usually advertise it prominently in that product.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and they would say,
with
oh, yeah.
Beyond Meat.
Exactly, it's like, oh, the vegan non-meat beef taco. Is this meat? No. but
But
yeah,
it does taste good. At least the Beyond Meat stuff.
like, they're going to tell you it's vegetarian. Like, why would they not? It's so stupid.
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish isn't either. Well, I mean, you could make them into instruments. Anything could be an instrument if you think hard enough.
Yeah, if you really put your mind to it and experiment, I guess. You could, like, drop it on the floor and make a bang noise. And, like, you could do that multiple times, like drums, I guess.
Yes. Light arrows are an instrument of Ganon's destruction indeed.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a bit, I just have to pick something up.
No worries.
Hold down the fort for me.
And there's a boss key for Dylan. So yeah, there hasn't really been any options for Exodus to catch up, because it is basically just following in Dylan's footsteps, and as long as Dylan keeps executing. That doesn't surprise me, Dobfin.
And I have returned.
Welcome back. Instruments of torture do not count as musical instruments. Well, I mean, I guess you could use them to make noise, but probably. I mean, yeah, you could use them as instruments, actually. Pretty grim, horrific instruments with some nasty sounds, but it's possible. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he didn't do Wasteland, so that's a little bit of time caught up.
Sure, he'll be fine, though.
Oh, yeah, not worried about it at all. It's just following in each other's footsteps, really. So Dylan's done what he can without the mirror shield, so that's that. Time to go somewhere else.
Indeed. Exodus is nearing 20 skulls.
Now chat's getting into some dark talk about what torture instruments would be the most musical. Yeah, that's a good point, Alpha. I was wondering why it was coming back as child, but that could make sense.
Yeah, Dylan's not been doing skulls. Should be fine, though, if there's nothing on them anyways.
It's 2 checks, but...
But if there is a mirror shield on 10 or 20, then that does bail out Exodus.
Here it comes. He's just got enough magic, I think. Should be okay. Guess is in then. What are we going to see today?
I'm gonna stick with my usual LR, LR. Okay,
well,
that's me staying in.
I'd have been out straight away. Rip. Left, left.
I'm out.
Left, left, right.
Right, left, left, right, left. Left.
Left, left, right, left, left.
Oh my goodness.
And there's the long shot.
Indeed.
Hey, 2 people say they got it. That's pretty good, because it's not the easiest one to get. So GG's both.
Mm-hmm. And Exodus is going straight towards Fire Temple.
Not too worried about setting Pierre then, I guess.
No, he already did that, I think, because he went both.
Oh,
as,
he did.
child
He
and
did
adult.
That's right. Yeah, Dylan was one who didn't.
Yeah, it was hinted.
Yeah,
Both of our
hook
hook
shots,
shots were hooked.
which
They were hinted.
is crazy. Never seen that before either. And I've played and watched so many seeds, and it's like still see stuff I've never seen before.
Yeah, he's seen that hint.
Yeah, both those hints were pretty available.
But since he set up Scarecrow Song, I don't think he's gonna do Pixel Shot.
So yeah, the order's changed a little bit, but they're basically still following in each other's footsteps here.
Yeah.
Because again, I mean, like we've been saying for the last hour, sort of like, well, kind of gives you everything you need and tells you where to go next. It's quite nice.
It's very possible that Mirror Shield might just be on Lax, but hard to say.
Could be. That'd be quite amusing if it is. Probably find that out fairly soon if that is the case.
Because the path for Strength 2 and Lens of Truth only led to, like, getting both hook shots for Spirit Key Logic. So Mirror Shield can be just about anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
As well as Din's.
Alfalfa in chat with a good point is that, like, if there isn't anything in here, what we've just been saying about how it's been a straightforward path, like, if we don't find anything here, that path kind of ends. We start getting into guessing again.
Yep. Yeah, Forest is a likely play. Lax stands for Light Arrow Cutscene, so you need the Shadow Medallion and the Spirit Medallion to trigger that.
Yeah, it's one of... Is it 2 checks in Temple of Time? The other one being the Prelude song?
Yep. Just in the nick of time.
Yeah, having 7 hearts and double defense by the time you hit fire feels pretty good. Don't have to worry too much about that tunic. And you've got bottles for fairies if you need them as well, so...
But for the first time in basically the whole seed, we'll see Exodus leading the charge for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Still nothing so far in fire. Double fire is okay. As you say, it's not as bad as double forest.
Still prefer forest over fire because if it's like really deep into fire, it's basically just the longest trek.
It is a real pain.
Needless to say, we might have a casino mode for Din's Fire.
Casino for Dins. What joy.
Yep.
Especially if it's just sat on chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind an ice play either. I wouldn't hate it. Find Nocturne would be nice.
Yeah. Nocturne is most likely in Composer's Grave or in Ice Cavern. Someone who rushes ice would have been rewarded if that were the case. And there's the big key.
It's just gonna carry on. Guess thinking I've already come this far, I might as well.
Well, I think we're just missing one key.
Yeah, he's got all the other ones, so they could be.
He skipped the one in shortcuts, so no point. That one is dead, I think. Yeah. We tossed, like I said, only one key left.
Could be on Vavagia, yeah. If it's not on this last check. X just hoping it isn't a key, I'm guessing, because he's going for it.
We're seeing Pixel shot on DylanMeeble's side. Getting there.
Almost.
Almost. Not quite.
I mean, it is so hard, though. It's literally just... That's why it's called pixel shot. It's like one pixel to aim for. There is setup, but even that isn't necessarily 100% consistent, because you still got to hit that specific spot. There we go.
There we go.
Very
It
nice.
just relies heavily on your positioning and where exactly the reticle is. But since since Exodus already set it up, he doesn't need to worry.
Mm-hmm. And confirm Volvaggio must be a key because that was just a small chest. So deep fire only required for the boss key today.
And if we do find something on Light Arrow cutscene, like the mirror shield, for example, then is basically just finishing off Spirit Temple and then figuring out where the hell Din's fire could be.
Mm-hmm. Exodus just getting the health refill, not bothering with a fairy in a bottle, so feels pretty confident that 7 hearts should be sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Which it should, even being trolled, he's still just under a minute.
A forest dip is likely as well.
Yeah, we've been able to get into forest for quite some time now. And finish it, even.
Oh, he's resetting.
Guess he got troll hold.
Nope.
And Dylan not going to bother.
Volv was too far, and he didn't reach on time.
Yeah, so it was just like, no point wasting any more time on this when I'm not going to do it anyway, just hard reset and try again. But it gives Dylan a big chance to catch back up again because he's avoiding deep fire and just going to go straight to Volvaggio.
Yep.
Still not picking up a backup fairy, so just going to go in there with the full health.
He's got balls, that's for sure.
I think if it was my second time in there and I once before, I'd probably just take the safety fairy, but Dylan not even doing that.
He actually has a fairy bottle. No.
Oh, he's got one bottled. In which case,
yeah, he does. I just remembered.
Dylan should be fine as well then. In that case, even with his 30 seconds.
I believe Dylan has 2 fairies. That's better. And down she goes.
Very nice.
Ooh. That fairy coming in clutch. For Dylan.
And yeah, tough fell. 26 chews and no chew. Feels bad. But yeah, as you can see, that extra health clearly helping Exodus in this fight. Then just going in with 3.5 hearts.
And Dylan's just gonna be... he didn't get the 1 cycle exactly.
Only got 3 bombs left as well, so time to finish it. There we go.
Giving her a splitting headache.
I mean, that would explain why, like, flames come out of it. Terrible.
Oh. Where's Exodus going?
Ice?
It looks like ice to me as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's Lex, otherwise he would have used Prelude, so
Yeah.
pretty sure this is Ice.
This is a Rush Ice moment. Whereas DylanMeeble will be going to Temple of Time and see if I was wrong. Yep, I was wrong.
This looks like a nice play as well.
Heck, choo! They don't have to weep skip. That's not a nice
it's
play.
a forest dip. Yeah, it's a forest dip.
Forest versus ice.
Pick your poison. But yes, finally some divergence.
I mean, in Norse mythology, the closest to hell is basically just ice. Nothing on the iceberg.
It's a heart container down there, so nothing under icy waters. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Alfalfa. Instead of chasing the ZL logic and ice, you are gonna have to hard off and be a fairy fountain here. But
Yep. Which could be where Din's is.
that would be so funny.
Hmm. 10 skulls for Dylan.
Exodus must be feeling pretty good about skull routing since he's just ignored skulls in ice.
Well, he's got 20 so far.
Oh, he's already at 20, then yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Dylan is way behind benefits on skulls.
And at this point, 20 skulls could have something. Oh. Seconds before impact.
Yeah, that makes sense. Aylets, we don't know. We've got no idea. We haven't seen a hint for it. But we won't be going there until all dungeons are completed because Summer Storms locks it. So if there is something in there, it's
That's Din's fire!
Din's fire and ice. There we go. Just rush
ice!
What about that ZL logic? Who needs it?
That is technically ZL lock, though.
In before Barren Forest.
Yeah. That would be awful. That's a mirror from Go mode. And mirror can't be ZL locked, thankfully.
Yeah, that Din's is huge.
And if this song happens to be Bolero, then we know where Nocturne is, and that'll give EXO a huge advantage.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the good thing about the ice play. Even if you don't get the song you want, the knowledge that you can get from it is really important.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ow! He's just being bullied by bats today.
There we go. Finally gets the ground jump. Yeah, they're not. None of the enemies in this game are playing today, but likes in GTG were on, and the ice keys are doing what ice keys do, which is the most annoying things they can do.
Yep. A lot of people are guessing on a lot of well checks, but it can't be on Steve because that is ZL locked.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not on that.
It could be in Shad. No, it can't be. It can't be in Shadow because we need ZL to even get Nocturne.
That's right, yeah.
So Forest and Water are most likely where they are, where the Mirror Shield is. Steve is the invisible chest in the Dead Hand room in bottom of the well. It could still be a toilet, but we still need Iron Boots, and we don't know where Iron Boots are.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is in water, it's most likely within just 2 checks. Yep, that means Nocturne is indeed in the graveyard.
So yeah, we ain't getting Nocturne until we've got ZL. We ain't getting ZL until we've...
That is a huge relief. Because it's basically just Mirror from Go mode, and Mirror Shield could be just about anywhere.
Yeah, that ice play was big. Getting Dins, getting the information about the song. That's a lot of good knowledge to have.
And if Dylan doesn't go to Ice Cavern, then chances are he's going to be spending a while searching for those Dins.
Yeah, we do need ZL for the Bow and Shadow. So that's why another reason we can't do Shadow until we get into the graveyard.
Needless to say, Nocturne is on Sunsong check, and ZL is hinted on Burning Cack. So it's basically just a hunt for the Mirror Shield for Exodus, whereas Dylan is currently on his search for Mirror Shield, I think.
Yeah, Casino for Mirror Shield is where he's at right now. Which is,
That's another magic.
Speaking of Mirror Shield, that's just Satin Forest, so...
That's also magic locked, by the way.
Yep, we are in no mode, so... Exodus needs to go Forest, Dylan needs to go Ice.
Yep. But it makes sense for it to be in Forest, considering we still haven't found anything yet. But Dylan is probably gonna full clear Forest.
And yeah, nobody bet Forest. So we'll lose.
Well, Exodus is heading to Forest Temple now.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for him right now.
And it looks like Dylan's just gonna full clear, looking for Din's Fire.
Yeah, whereas Exodus will just bail as soon as he gets the Mirror Shield. And yeah, Riley, just do Out of Logic Ice. It's Season 5, like if you don't, you're just handicapping yourself, frankly.
Exactly. But we definitely know that once Exo gets his Mirror Shield, he's gonna dip right out.
Yeah, he is not going to be seeing Phantom Ganon today.
But Dylan also dipped out.
So he did. Good call. Still got to get to ice, but this is at least keeping him in the race.
Yeah.
Like, going any deeper in slow stone forest would be a mistake, as we know. So Dylan using the instincts and realizing doesn't want to waste too much more time there because it's so slow. There's nothing you can do when you can at least go and beat Twin Rover and do some progression instead.
Yeah.
And just hope it isn't on Phantom Ganon.
Hard to say exactly where DylanMeeble will be heading, though. After Spirits, aside from CAC for, ZL.
Mm-hmm. It's still not close to 20 skulls, I don't think, so he's not checked that. Hasn't checked 10 yet, only Exodus has checked 10, I think. And it was just
and
a heart
20.
container.
And 20 was also dead.
20 was dead as well, so it's absolutely no skulls then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Alfalfa, if he finds irons, then I think this is over, because this is going to go water dipping, and that's not how you're going to win this race.
Mm-hmm. Mirror was in forest, and Dins was in ice.
Which means we also know that Nocturne is in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm. But Exo does have the advantage for now.
Mm-hmm.
Until Dylan decides to head towards Ice Cavern. Yeah, we're in no mode. Exo is going to be a go mode momentarily, and Dylan... Well, it's hard to say where exactly he's going to go after Spirit or CAC. He'll at least check what's left in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'll be getting Nocturne.
But that's not going to help push him towards ice, though.
Yeah.
It'd probably be more likely to shadow dip than go... Well, no, it can't, because it doesn't have dins, actually. I'm talking out my ass.
You can't really do anything yet. ZL is on Burning CAC. So,
yep.
They need to get their Mirror Shield out of Forest Temple.
Yep. To beat Spirit.
Nocturne is all... We already know that Nocturne is on the Sun Song check. So, Dylan can just get ZL off of Burning CAC and then head towards the graveyard. You'll also check the flames.
Yeah.
It'll either have junk or it'll have iron boots, and that can actually steer exactly where he's going to be going.
There's still a definite bailout chance. It's not over yet.
Yeah.
But I do think he's got to go ice after this. If he big brains ice, then that'll be really good. He's going to be in trouble otherwise.
Ooh.
Oh.
He put them on a bit too late.
Yep. There we go. Oh yeah, Alfalfa, he still has the advantage, but I think it's still a race at least. Yep, Mirror Shield's just here in Forest. Exodus is about to... Then we'll be in go mode. So this is where the race is probably going to get decided, is on what Dylan decides to do here. Composer grave is irons. Yeah, that would be mean. Oh, it still hasn't done adult shooting either, so a few more checks to get out of the way.
Yep.
And there it is.
This is go mode at 2:07 and 32 seconds. Although the clock has stopped, so that's not quite accurate. Oh no, it's updated.
Also, Dylan should have that fire medallion marked now. As well as ZL.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get Nocturne too.
And then it's going to be like, if only I had Dins. But sadly, there's nothing he can do with that Nocturne. One other thing is Dylan just checked 10 skulls as well. So 10 skulls on his tracker.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
All things considered, this was actually fairly dead. Despite, like, the really rough start. It just goes to show that Strength had everything we needed.
Unfortunately, it was like Sphere 0 and 2 clocks.
Yeah. That Sun Song made it much easier to access.
This looks like ice.
Yep. We've got ourselves a race here.
If he goes ice, Exodus will still be in shadow. I think it's probably quite clear. But has the advantage that he can just dip out of ice like Exodus was able to do in Forest. Gets Dins. And already having Nocturne means he can just go straight in. So it's close. It's really close.
It depends on their execution in Shadow Temple. That's where the real race starts to emerge.
Yeah, because they're both going to be in shadow right one after another at this rate. And then really is execution race to the finish. Definitely can't call who's going to win this race. By any
Not
means.
quite yet. We've had a few close races in the tournament so far.
There've been some incredibly close races. So if this is anywhere near that, then we're in for a treat of a finish.
Mm-hmm. And Shadow Temple's a pretty long dungeon, so... get a snack and be prepared to watch Go Mode Shadow be as slow and lethargic as possible.
But at least it'll be somewhat interesting because we'll be able to have side-by-side racing.
Yep.
Which makes it a little bit more interesting. A few days ago, yeah, 14 seconds in that race. That was
Yeah.
absolutely crazy. There's a few races like that actually, the last week or so that have been really close, but that 14 seconds was that was nuts. Yeah, the Troll Rover fight's gone pretty well for Exodus here. All this time checking hints. If you're a Dylan fan, you just go up.
Well, there's his last hint. If I were to say anything about a dungeon being foolish, it'd either be Bottom of the Well or Water Temple.
Yep. Everything else has had something. Apart from Jabu, but even that wouldn't be foolish because it didn't have a useful item, but it still had a...
Hell, even Ganon's Castle might be considered foolish.
That's like the worst foolish hint, but...
But it's not AD bait, and it's not AD, which is rather interesting for a Song of Storms AD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally not needing it whatsoever. Yeah, that would suggest probably Bottom of the Well is the Baron place then.
That is possible. Iron's probably a Ganon, so it would make sense. Or in the rest of Forest.
Yeah. If Dylan avoids those, then that's saved him.
You're right,
Like
even chickens.
Chickens? That would be so funny if you do chickens, you think you get a major item and you bait.
Yeah, and Exodus has really good execution, so that will give him what he needs to pull ahead.
Yeah, his Twin Rover fight was very smooth.
They'll be both heading into Shadow Temple at around the same time. You ready for a huge tug of war?
And the race is on.
Let's go.
We're in the final straight now.
Both of our runners in go mode, that is excellent. Just a slight bit of a lead for Exodus. But 15 seconds.
15 seconds after 2 hours and a quarter is amazing, especially because they did pick slightly different routes and still ended up converging.
Well, Rush Ice was the play.
That's what's given Exodus the slight advantage here. Definitely. But not much of one. Dylan is so close behind.
Yeah.
One void out in Shadow could lose you this race at this point.
We've got ourselves quite a race. Any mistake that any of the runners make will cost a lot of time for them.
Mm-hmm.
Every second matters.
Well, Shadow's quite a long and linear and boring dungeon, but it does have a few tricky places. Really lose time if you mess up. So,
especially in the large, in that large room. Oh my god!
Get your timing slightly right and miss the platform. Yep, you've got to go all the way back. Spend another minute getting hit.
Or if you fall off the boat by accident, which isn't going to be a problem for these runners.
I think I've done that before. I might have wiped it from my memory, but like I'm pretty sure I've fallen off a boat before. Yeah, Exodus making a little bit of time up on Dead Hand here.
It's a pixel shot versus a double lake dip. Or a Rush Ice versus Rush Forest.
Yeah,
like,
going back and
a slight bit of divergence.
Going all the way back to Child just for 1 in 32 as well. That's another minute or so right there as well that could have avoided.
And since they're both on Master Sword, they're definitely going to have to be, well, really good with music. Because, you know, you need to be at a consistent 150 beats per minute to get that,
Yep, to get that one cycle with the Master Sword.
It's still pretty fun to get, because it's like, there's a couple songs of reference you can use. Including Skater Boy and I Need a Hero. Oh, and there's also a song from Blink 182. All the Small Things would also work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would get stuck in my head all day if I had to do that. Take on Me as well, apparently. Yeah, I can see that. Quite a lot of songs are at that BPM, so it's could be a worse BPM to do it at.
Now it's just figuring out which video game music would be that.
It's a
All the small keys.
That's really good.
Truth burns, truth frees.
That's pretty clever.
I'll take one slash. Your ride. Best stash. Dash being like a check. Someone needs to write a parody song for Blink 182, but it's gotta have like Zooter references. She left me Zora Sapphire by the stairs. That's a bit long to say.
Hovers by the stairs. Would that be the
Yes.
Compass Quest in DC?
She left me hovers by the stairs. Surprised she even knows. Yeah, we definitely need to write a song.
Oh, Dylan, no.
Surprised let me know Din's there. Oh my god, he was about to open a big chest, so it was like, nope.
Nope, I'm in go mode, I don't need what is in. Maybe it's the hind boots. Just ignore them.
But it looks like Dylan's gonna be checking it, and it's Big God Sword!
Yes. So, yeah, that might update give Dylan a chance to get back after the void that he did.
But even so, I still think that they can effectively one-cycle Ganondorf, or as close to it. Yeah, it's a time save, for sure.
It's not going to make up for the time loss of voiding, though, unfortunately, but it'll still save a bit of time. In fact, it might work out about even, because it wasn't the worst void out with Dylan.
It's not just salt and pepper, but the dinosaurs, too.
Oh, yeah, those are such a pain. Input reading, cheating, Liz Alphos.
That's why you throw nuts at them.
They're like
they can't
more
read your
annoying
inputs if you're throwing nuts at them, right?
Yeah, because they'll be like, oh, hang on, what's this? I can't. And then you kick their ass.
Oh my god! Fucking Bloopy. I thought we've seen the last of those. And simultaneous boss
like at this point,
pickups.
that must be like an actual Bloopy then, and not just a an upgrade,
refill.
A refill. And yeah, Dylan is in go mode and does have DINs, so that does need updating on the tracker. There we go. Thank you.
Ooh, just barely. That was actually pretty close.
I thought he wasn't going to get that, but I thought that.
But when you have it set up like that, it does give you a bit more leeway. Not too much, but just enough to make one major mistake and do that.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Snacks. So sometimes, like, if I'm tracking a race is good and it's so close, it's like I do touch buttons. There it happens. Keep chat on their toes, as Jenny B says. Exactly.
Also, Dylan does not have his Forest Stone. He never finished Forest. You put up FW there, just in case.
Yeah, but definitely didn't finish it. Thankfully, because he would be way behind if he'd have finished Forest. So we'll find out here on the boat how much time has been lost, because it was about 15 seconds, and it makes me think that Exodus has made a little bit of time up.
Oh, Ganon's Tower is going to make quite a big difference for them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that BGS will help get that time back, and if it's still really close, so yeah, 2:24:48, and
It'll be
yeah, it's about the same.
2:25:0.
Yeah, so lost about 10 seconds overall that, with that void. But that's not too bad, still on the same boat at the same time, so really close.
It's a trip for two. You could just split a cab. In this case, it's a boat.
It's not like they need to, they've got like 200, but
And it looks like Exodus just left them to fall off the boat, whereas Dylan just kills them. I'm more on Dylan's side for slaying the bots. No, the skeletons. Skeletons are basically bots anyways in this game.
I love the So Solid deep cut in chat just then. So Solid crew, 21 seconds to go. I wonder if that would work for Bongo. Probably not.
It truly is neck and neck. Crush, the trap room has nothing. It looks like we're off to see the manager. Link's a Karen, demanding to see the manager. of this establishment.
Give me the key. I was like, all right. Stop complaining.
It's the manager's small key, you mean? Which is actually vanilla.
More vanilla, just what we need.
Vanilla ice cream with our delectable blue stones. Although Exodus does have that defensive advantage over Dylan for having a double
True.
defense.
Yeah, salt and pepper and that lot will be interesting because one's got defense and one's got attack improvement. Which one is the better one to have?
So what is the option? That defense is the best offense, or offense is the best defense? We'll get to see in a bit. I mean, it's like that, like the option you make in Link's Awakening XD.
Yeah, exactly. I always go for the attack, but...
And one cycle on Bongo with Master Sword. Well done, XL. Right when Dylan is fighting him and now.
Oh, already losing a bit of time.
Because of the punchy. Ooh, that was quick! Also another one cycle.
And the BGS helps there, for sure. Pokes. But, made up for it. Lost a little bit of time, but kind of made it up again with the BGS, so... Oh, there's behind boots! Iron boots on Bongo.
Nice.
Oh, this seed is beautiful.
Yeah, it's the seed that keeps on giving. Of course no one's gonna pick those up. Why do Water Temple when you could finish the game? Leave Lake Hylia in a sorry state. Yeah. That explains everything. That's why you don't wear iron boots if you don't have feet! He's got big hands, but he has no feet. Where are his feet? Morpha and Phantom Ganon are just gonna be chilling in the background. As well as Dead Hand in the well.
Yep, those monsters are gonna still be there, but as long as we take out Ganon, the rest of Hyrule can sort the rest of it out. Someone can go clean out the Forest Temple themselves. Yep, 21 seconds, so they're still keeping up with each other.
First up, we've got a battle against the dinosaurs. Who's ready for some chicken? One down. Ooh, there we go. Now on to the skeletons. Oh.
That BGS. I mean, picking that up might actually
sped it up quite a bit, but
yeah. Gonna save some time, but
one
Stalfos can be
down.
pretty trolly.
How nice of them. One down. Oh my god.
Oh no, getting trolled. With the BGS as well, that should have been fun. Bad RNG.
Salt and pepper time. Oh my goodness. Just 3 more hits. 1. Salt and pepper down.
Doesn't even need the BGS or the...
Salt and pepper down on the other side.
1 hit there would have been trouble, but easy enough. And we are seconds apart going towards Ganondorf. Holy
They're about the same
cow.
distance as required by law.
They're social distance.
Yes, indeed. Even in races, they're social distancing. Yes, Dylan will have to change equips. Because I think Exodus will just do, spin strats. Both starting the fight at around the same time. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is gonna be a 1 cycle. Oh! Nice job, Exo! With a 1 cycle. And DylanMeeble also getting a 1 cycle. He's probably gonna have to switch, do another... No, he doesn't. He switched to Master Sword. Perfect. But this is intense, yes. Any mistake that's happening between either runner will cost them dearly. This is very hype, very close. And here's Ganon for both of them. At around 2 hours and 33 minutes, nearing 34. We're about a button press away from winning or losing the bets. Exo is now on phase 2, followed by Meeble. Ooh, taking a swing. 1 more hit could be disastrous. Both picking up their swords. That's 1, 2. Oh, that wasn't very clean, but you can still do it. 1 more hit, I think, for both. Ooh! Right around the same time! Hitting the light all at once! This is so close! It's GG's! And the winner is... It's DylanMeeble. No, it's Exodus. Exodus with a time of 2 hours, 35 minutes, and 35 seconds, and DylanMeeble just 1 second after. That is intense. What an intense race. Even with the big Goron sword, it was just barely enough. That is one of the closest race. That is the closest race, I think, in this season. Oh, and GG Exodus.
Hey, thanks.
GG's to you, Dylan. That was an intense race to watch. Also, any thoughts on the iron boots?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a funny location.
I'm back now. GG's, guys.
Thanks.
Wow. I mean, that was just incredible. I've never seen a 1 second finish like that before. It was
It was the tightest
incredible.
race of the entire season for now, but I think it'll stay that way because 1 second of difference is insane.
Yeah, you always think back of every single mistake you made the whole seed, and I made quite a few of them.
I mean, yeah, there was the voiding in shadow.
Yeah, that was dumb, but
But you know, if this happens, I mean, it's amazing race though. Like, I don't think anyone's going to forget this one.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to forget this one at all, just because of how close it was. It was like a double Lake Hylia dip versus a pixel shot, a Rush Ice versus Rush Forest, and most importantly, double defense versus Big Goron Sword.
yeah.
Yeah,
I thought about ice for quite a while, but it wasn't in logic until we had ZL anyway, so didn't I was looking for a mirror shield at the time, so I knew it wasn't going to be an ice.
Yeah.
But there was always a chance Nocturne was in there anyway.
Yeah, that's what I would consider.
The seed itself was kind of straightforward after the first 30 minutes where you just got nothing. I mean, how frustrating was it starting to get by the time you like had opponents in a bottle, and that was about it for the first like
And then
half.
strength.
Yeah, the strength opened up a lot of stuff because then there was the bombs and everything.
I think it
Behind that.
opened up everything.
Pretty sure everything was locked behind that strength. I can't think
Yeah.
of anything that wasn't.
Yeah, I ended up baiting myself later on when I read that Irania's dance hint. Just forgot that I didn't have ZL, so I immediately was trying to go back child to grab that strength before going to GTG, and then did a good old forehead slap.
I wondered what that was. That makes sense, yeah.
But it was a good seed overall.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The hints were quite nice, I guess. Both hook shots hinted, even though you only need one. And the double vanilla bomb bag was pretty funny in DC as well.
Plus, GTG having both Lens of Truth and Strength 2 to actually get either of those hook shots. Well, actually, both of them for Spirit Key Logic.
There was some funky stuff going on in that seed. It was very good, and which is why it's so amazing that you did. Because Dylan, you were about a minute or so behind, but then you picked up the BGS and a few other things, and you kind of got yourself back in it, and it was so close. It was almost impossible to call at the end. It's like each miss of Ganon's tail, just that much worse. Incredible! So glad we were able to watch this today.
Oh,
Incredible race.
what the hell, Axel and Dylan?
Sorry.
Just quickly want to get into quickly explain what's going to happen. Obviously, 1 second is at the point where a result needs to be checked. Just because there is always a slight variation in when do you start, when do you press .done and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So just quickly want to say, race mods are going to download the VODs, and we're going to do a frame timing just to make sure. We're going to get that out as soon as possible. Yeah. Great and hype, but also I hate you.
Giving Trez all this extra work now.
That's all I had to say.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, reasonable. So provisional result at the moment, but wow, what a race! I don't know what else to say.
Any other questions from? No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say if I assume the result will stand, but if so, I'll go out like that. That's fine.
That's the best way to go out, to be honest.
Anything else from chat? Oh yeah, those hookshot hints. What'd you think of those?
Annoying, but helpful, I guess.
Yeah, glad I knew where they were at least.
Alfalfa says he'd rather lose by 30 minutes than a second. I'm kind of with Alfalfa. I guess you're not asking yourself what could have been as much if it's like you get handily beaten.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
Alright.
I'm gonna go get some food.
That's
That's a
very
good idea.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
off
make
to
sure to give,
Kakariko Fried Chicken, so feel free to join us.
make sure to give runners the ball. They put on one heck of a show. Thank you to Bot, please.
Bad bot.
My gosh.
Bot,
Thank you,
please.
Lee Harold and Ginger Sunny, for commentating. And who tracked Snacks and what was there other one?
Jenny Bees.
JB's. Yep.
All right, so we got another bracket match on ZSR2 right now. We're gonna go raid them. Yeah. Hopefully
Remember-
the bot will start working again.
Yeah. And no spoilers.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely.
spoil.
You can say the race was incredible, that's fine. But leave it at that. That would be nice.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Till next time, guys. Thank you.
Bye.